What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about how to balance lifting weights and cardio while training for a Spartan race. So for those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Bryce Dettorre, and I'm currently training for the Spartan Super in Big Bear, California. So quick update on where I am currently at physique-wise. So I weighed in today at an all-time low of 190.7. So again, my goal for next Sunday, because we are about a week out from the Spartan Super, my goal is to weigh 190 on race day. So since I did it today, now my main goal is to maintain that for the next week while properly fueling and preparing for the Spartan race. For those of you who do not know what Spartan races are, it's basically an obstacle course mixed with running. So the Spartan Super is going to be 6 miles with 25 obstacles. Now it's in Big Bear, California, so it's at 9,000 elevation, and in that 6 miles there's going to be 3,100 elevation gain. So it's going to be a lot of inclines. Now I did it last year. It was brutal, but I only did the sprint, which was 3 miles and 20 obstacles. So this is basically double the distance with an extra 5 obstacles. Now I've seen a lot of videos online basically revolving around hybrid training, which is basically bodybuilding / running. So I figured, I've seen all these videos, I would do one myself. So that's what I'm gonna do in today's video. I'm basically gonna explain to you guys my thought process when it comes to not only training for a Spartan race, but then also balancing weightlifting and cardio at the same time in order to get the ultimate physique / look like a Spartan. Because at the end of the day, that is our #1 goal, is to look like Leonidas when we cross the finish line. So full disclaimer, right off the bat, I need to get something right out there. I am not strong at all. So I am not gonna say that this is balancing cardio and strength, because I have no strength. And I've said it before in my previous videos, I am the fittest weak person you will ever meet. I do not care about strength. I do not care about lifting heavy weights. I've had too many surgeries, too many shoulder surgeries to basically ever attempt to try and lift heavy again. So I couldn't tell you what my PR on my back squat was, PR on my deadlift, or PR on my bench press. I haven't even bench pressed over 225 in I don't know how long. I haven't squatted 315 in I don't know how long. I haven't even deadlifted 315 in I don't know how long. So again, I'm not gonna say, oh, this will increase your strength, because I know nothing about strength training, because I don't focus on that. I focus on basically Spartan training. Functional, I got a little girl that I wanna be able to run around with and play with. Longevity, living a very long time. So how to basically take care of your body. But at the same time, I don't wanna just have this look, and then if I had to go chase down a bear or run from a bear or run to play with my daughter, I can't run. So my overall goal is to look a certain way, look very healthy, not like your average dad, and then also be able to perform not like your average dad. Be able to run, jump, play, and not get winded. So the main goal is basically to use the weightlifting to create a certain physique, and then the cardio to build my cardiovascular. That's the system. So I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning. I instantly had my overnight oats, because that's what I'm gonna be doing for my pre-race meal. So I wanna see how it sits with me. Today's workout, I got a pull session followed by a 10-mile run, which I've been dreading all week. Now today's 10-mile run is basically the last big run, long run, before my Spartan race. So I'm gonna make my pre-workout concoction, and it involves, I'll show you. I always like to put Gatorade. I'll either do the berry, the fruit punch, but I like to put that in, especially when I have to do a brick session, which a brick session is basically 2 workouts. So I got my strength session. I'm gonna call it strength session, even though we're not focusing on strength. I got my strength session, which is gonna be first, and that's gonna be immediately followed by the cardio session, which is gonna be the 10 miles. Now, first up for the supplements for the pre-workout, I'm gonna go with Project One. So Project One is basically all-in-one pre-workout. However, I'm only gonna do half a scoop. Hack when it comes to measuring half a scoop versus a full scoop. So in it, you could look at the size. So it's 26.8 grams. That's for a full scoop. So I got so many mixers that I got an actual half a scoop right here. So it looks like a full scoop, but it's not, because this is the full scoop. So you can see that it's a lot bigger. So I go half a scoop, always make sure the measurement is precise. And then I go a full scoop. Whoa, that sucks. Got some on the counter. Full scoop of Intra-Formance strawberry lemonade. And then, since I know I'm gonna be sweating a lot, I'm also, actually I'm not gonna show you that right now, because I'm not gonna go 2 scoops right now. So I could probably go 1. So I'm gonna mix this up, drink this, while I'm doing my morning routine of walking at an incline, daily devotional, reading the Bible, and then also 20 minutes of a personal development book. That usually takes me about 40 minutes, so I sip on this, and then I jump straight into the strength session. So first thing, how I'm able to balance it, because what you need to know first off is I work out 7 days a week, which a lot of people are probably like, that's way too much. But I have adapted this because I've been working out for over 15 years, and I'm able to do it. If you're just starting out, obviously don't do 7 days a week. You've got to listen to your body when it comes to your training. I've been doing 7 days a week since my last Spartan race. And I haven't felt like I needed a day off. I usually get about 6.5, if I'm lucky, 7 hours of sleep. That is key. I go to bed at the same time every night, and I wake up at the same time every single day, even on weekends. The only difference is on weekends, when I wake up at 3, I'll eat my first meal. And the reason being is because I usually have my longer runs on after my weightlifting portion. During the week, I don't have time to eat breakfast and then train because I have to work. So I always do both my sessions, my weightlifting and my cardio session, fasted. But that's Monday through Friday. So Saturday and Sunday, I wake up at the same time, but I'll eat my first meal, which was my oats, train, and then I'll go on about my day. So first thing you guys need to know is when it comes to balancing both of them, that's exactly what you're doing. You're balancing them. So I couldn't go run a marathon and PR and win it. I couldn't probably go run a 5K or even a 10K right now and PR and win it. I'm not an excellent endurance runner when it comes to weightlifting. I couldn't step on a stage right now and do a bodybuilding show. I'm not in that type of physique. Again, because if you're going for that, you're gonna go to the extreme of one or the other, extreme bodybuilder or extreme endurance athlete. So that's one of the reasons why I got attracted to Spartan races, is because I'm all about balance. So I like being able to balance your cardio and your endurance, and then also your weightlifting and your physique. Because at the end of the day, I just want to look like Leonidas. So in order to be able to balance and support yourself through the training session, my first tip is you have to fuel properly. And that's not all about supplements. If you're eating right and you're drinking water and getting enough nutrition, carbs, fats, proteins, and your macros are dialed in, then supplements, again, are just that, supplements. So I take protein, pre-workout, carb powder, and electrolytes. The reason I take protein is because I don't want to eat 200 grams of chicken or ground turkey. I like to supplement it with sources of protein from a powder because, again, it's something that I can maintain for a very long time. So you got to be able to fuel properly. How do you fuel properly? First thing you got to do is you got to track everything. You have to figure out exactly what your macros and your maintenance calories are. So right now, since I'm trying to lose weight, my maintenance calories are at 2,700 calories, which means if I'm consuming 2,700 calories a day, I'm going to stay at 190. I do carb cycling. I'm not going to go into detail about that. I've done plenty of videos about that, so go watch those. But I'm in a calorie deficit right now, so my average throughout the week is about 2,300 calories. Because again, I'm trying to get down to 190. Once I get down to 190, then I'll go into the maintenance stage. And I track it every single day. I track my macros every day. I track my weight every single day. And at the end of the week, I look back. I even track my steps and my calories burnt every single day. And I look back at it at the end of the week, because then I'm able to see, okay, why did I drop weight this day? Why did I not drop weight this day? I felt amazing this day. I didn't feel amazing this day. I could look back on that data and be like, okay, well, I got way too many steps in that day. I burnt way too many calories. And then the next day was a low carb day, low calorie day. That's why I felt like trash. So my first, 2 tips for this is track everything and make sure you're fueling properly to support you through your workouts / endurance training. Oh, that's good. So I usually do the strawberry pineapple and strawberry lemonade mixed with a fruit punch. But today I did it with that berry Gatorade.
Here's some information.
No, I didn't say, I'm not talking to you, Siri. I hate how Siri just interrupts you when you're trying to have a conversation. So I'm gonna jump into my cardio. I'm gonna jump into my pre-workout routine. So once I finish my actual cardio, I'm gonna jump into it. Now I did switch up my Spartan training because this is, so my longer runs always revolve around simulating a Spartan race. So my next Spartan race, like I already said, it's a super. It's gonna be on a Sunday at 11:15. However, I cannot do that this Sunday because it's Mother's Day and I'm gonna spend Mother's Day with my wife and my mama. Shout out to you, Cassie. Shout out to you, Lisa. So I wanted to do all my long run and my training today on Saturday. That way Sunday is a day that I can just gear it all towards my wife and my mama. So I'm gonna knock out this back workout, pull workout, and then after that, I'll give you guys another tip. All right, so weightlifting part is done. Now it is time for my run. So that workout took me an hour and 1 minute. I burnt 310 calories. All in all, pretty good workout. Basic, kept it simple. Now, unfortunately, I gotta go run 10 miles. But before I do that, I'm gonna give you guys my next tip. And my next tip kind of goes against my previous tip. And that is you need to incorporate supplements. Now, I know you're probably thinking, Bryce, you just said supplements aren't that important. Well, here's the thing. Supplements aren't important if you are not fueling properly and hitting all the other pillars of your training. Meaning, if you're just focusing on supplementation, meaning pre-workout protein and all that stuff, but you're not even tracking your macros or not even watching what you're eating or not concentrating on rest, recovery, all that stuff, then I would say focus on that before you focus on supplementation. Once you hit all that and you feel confident in that, that's when you could use supplementation to enhance your training. For instance, you saw that about 45 minutes into my training, I started drinking a carb powder and electrolyte. The main reason being is because I ate at 3 o'clock, it is now 6:16, I gotta go run 10 miles, which is probably gonna take me an hour and 40 minutes, and I've already worked out for an hour. So my glycogen levels are super low, so I need to replenish those, and that's where supplementation comes in. You could take carb powder, you could take liquid gels. I've never tried those. If you guys have some that you would recommend, drop a comment below because I'd appreciate that. But as for if you're waking up early, a pre-workout might help you, make you push through your workout. If you're longer workouts like mine, which again, I'm training specifically for a Spartan race. I am anticipating that this race is going to take me about 3 hours, maybe 3.5 hours. So I'm trying to do my training and for 3 hours at least, and that way I could kind of see how I'm going to feel when I'm going to start hitting a wall and all that stuff. So once your nutrition is dialed in, your sleep is dialed in, your recovery is dialed in, that's when I would say start focusing on supplementation, whether that be starting with a protein powder so you hit your protein goal, whether that be starting with a pre-workout, a carb powder, electrolyte, whatever, even a multivitamin, whatever it may be. Now obviously I take all my supplements are Phorm. I like the way they taste, I like the way they sit with me, and I'm able to drink this carb powder and I'm not gonna feel it while I'm running. It's gonna give me the carbs I need, yet I'm not gonna feel bloated or full as I'm running my 10 miles. So if you guys are interested in getting those supplements, the links are below. I greatly appreciate any support you guys give the channel because obviously that helps your boy out. Another reason why I took electrolytes is it's only 6:17 right now, but it says it's 75 degrees outside. I sweat a lot. So yes, I drink about 1.5 gallons of water a day, but if you are sweating or a sweater like me, you need to make sure that you're taking an electrolyte. Not every day, I don't take it every day, but I do take it on the days where I know I'm gonna be sweating. Like today, it's gonna be a sweat fest. Necessities for a run, gotta put a hat on to protect my face and keep the sweat out of my eyes. Got my GoPro so I can document it. Got my headphones. Got my power line glasses, which I think these make me run faster. I'm a firm believer in it. So, time to knock out this 10 miles, even though I don't want to. Time to clock in, embrace the suck, and don't be average.
So we're at about the halfway point. So I figured now is a good time to give you another tip. And this tip, when it comes to running, is to go slow. A lot of people, when they first start trying to increase their endurance, me included, they go out fast. Me coming from a football background, first time I tried to run 3 miles, I tried to do it as fast as I could. Big mistake. Burnt out, destroyed my calves, destroyed my feet, felt terrible the next day, and couldn't run for about 3 days. That's not what you want to do. I run pretty much 5 days a week, 4 to 5 times a week, and 80% of those runs I'm running at a pace that I'm running at right now. A pace that I'm able to hold a conversation like I'm doing right now. Basically a pace where you're able to breathe through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. You're not like winded. To put it in perspective, I've been running 5 miles and my pace is only a 10 minute per mile pace, so not very fast compared to, again, like an elite endurance runner. Their splits are like 6 minute per mile pace, 7 minute per mile pace. This type of training is not going to make you an elite endurance athlete or an elite bodybuilder. But again, I think it's going to give you that good balance of you enjoy the way you look, and at the same time, you enjoy the way you feel, since you're incorporating so much endurance. So that's the next tip. Make sure that when you start your endurance running, you run slow to the point where you don't kill yourself and you're able to do it a couple days a week. Now I gotta finish these 5 miles. Time to keep embracing the suck.
Whew. 10 miles done. That was fun. Just kidding. That was not fun. Actually, it wasn't that bad. I got hair. Alright, so let's do a recap. My stats, and then I'll give you my last tip on how to balance
running and lifting, and then I'm gonna wrap up the video. All right, so 10 miles took me an hour and 43 minutes. I burnt 1,541 calories. So overall, my stats for the day, I'm already at 21,612 steps. And I burnt a lot of calories. So, next tip, and this might be one of the most important ones, is trust the process. When you're trying to build two things simultaneously, it's gonna take time and it's gonna take a process. For instance, when it came to running and I started off running super slow in the very beginning, my times did not decrease, meaning my mile time didn't get faster, my 5K didn't get faster. It wasn't until probably about 2 months ago that I was going for a run. I was breathing through my nose the entire time and I was thinking, okay, this is a really slow run. And then come to find out, my splits were actually pretty fast. So when it comes to the endurance part, again, listen to your body, keep track of your progress, and then go at it slow. But the same thing goes with when it comes to your lifting sessions. Realize it's gonna take time, realize it's a process, you're building, and then also keep track of everything so that you can make adjustments as you're going through. I've been training for the Spartan Race probably for about 10 weeks now, and I probably switched up my weekly split 3 to 4 times. And the reason why, I'm listening to my body, I'm seeing where I need to make adjustments, I'm seeing where I'm lacking, whether it be pull-ups, whether it be back, whether it be my arms aren't, whatever. I'm keeping track of everything, and then I'm making adjustments based off of what I want to achieve from my training. So that'd be the last and final tip. So this wraps up my last Spartan simulation training, my longest run. Like I said, I'm about 8 days out. I'm 7 days out from my actual graduation, which I'm super excited for. So by the time you guys watch this video, it's gonna be actually the weekend of my graduation and Spartan Race. But I'm excited because next weekend, like I said, I got a pretty big weekend. I'm gonna walk in my graduation ceremony to get my master's degree, which I'm super excited about. That's something that took me a long time. And then the next day, I will be running my Spartan Super. So it's gonna be a fun-filled weekend. I will document everything. I'll keep you guys posted. Comment below what you guys think I'm gonna do the Spartan Super in Big Bear, California. Again, 6 miles, 25 obstacles. Last year I did 3 miles, 20 obstacles in an hour and 46 minutes, I wanna say. So I'm hoping to do it. If I could do it in 3 hours, I'd be cool. That's my goal. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching this video. I hope this helped you. If you guys are interested in starting Spartan training, make sure you give this video a like and then obviously follow the channel, because my idea of hybrid training in order to put it to the test is Spartan races. There's a lot of people that do hybrid training and then they'll do like either a bodybuilding show or like an endurance race. Again, I feel like that's the extreme of both. Whereas a Spartan race is really the balance of developing a certain physique that you want to have and then also building your motor and your cardio and your endurance all in one. So that is why I love Spartan races. And I encourage you, sign up for a Spartan race, follow the channel, subscribe to the channel, and start your training today. And you guys already know the motto: stay happy, stay healthy, and above all, don't be average. I will catch you guys in the next one.